Headlines this week, we got WNBA transactions have been very active, but some of the notable ones are, and this is the one we're going to dive into later, Kelsey Plum to the Sparks and Jewel Lloyd to Vegas, Satu to Mercury, BG to Atlanta, Alyssa Thomas to the Mercury, Kelsey Mitchell re-signing with Indiana, Nalissa and Dejanay to Dallas, JC Sheldon, Natasha Cloud, and Tina Charles to Connecticut, DeWanna Bonner to Indiana, and Sloot back to Chicago. Grady.
Oh my goodness.
How are you able to keep up with all these? And what do you think is like, is this what a typical offseason is like? Or do you think this is a little abnormal?
Honestly, WNBA free agency is wild every year, but this year it felt even crazier than usual. Yeah. There's so much movement. Next season, we're just going to see all these players in way different uniforms.
Right.
But it's been so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. But we're seeing all these players sign 1-year deals because the CBA is up October 31st. So nobody's signing anything over a year.
Right. Mm-hmm. Do you think that some people are kind of like, okay, everyone's signing 1-year deals. We don't know what the CBA is going to look like. Therefore, go wherever and see how it goes.
Oh, absolutely. You know? This is the season where you go wherever. It doesn't even matter where you go. It feels like. Yeah. So I would go wherever, whoever's going to give me the most bread, that's where I'm going.
Okay. All right. You're looking around.
What do you think is motivating the moves? Is it mostly just money or to play with certain players or what?
Oh, I think it's definitely money. It's definitely still opportunity. These are hoopers. They want to play, right? I think it's also where they are going to. Are there good facilities?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right now you have Vegas with a beautiful facility.
Amazing.
Phoenix, oh my gosh, I'm trying to go there. It looks like a spa. And then you have Seattle, which has a great performance center. So the bar is really high right now. And these athletes are starting to realize their value and what they bring to the table and know that they deserve the best.
100%. Yeah. You have a hot take on one of the moves.
I'm like, well, first of all, I have a question to ask. You said that the WNBA offseason is, it always has like a bit of excitement to it. But do you think this is the first time you see so many like our bigger names in the W that are like moving? Like, I feel like we're seeing a lot of names that have been mainstays in their markets moving out of them. And I feel like that is new to this offseason, or no? Where you've had like a Brianna Stewart move off here. You've had these like big moves, but like to see so many bigger names with like they've had history in their market and have built something there.
It's a lot of people who got drafted to their franchise, that club, and are now leaving after many years there.
Oh yeah, this definitely feels new. Yeah. With so much movement and all these star players moving around, it's like everybody's shifting. Yeah. So it's definitely very new to this year. But again, and I think it's because everybody's just signing a 1 year, so it kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's exciting. Yeah, I'm looking at this list and I'm like, listen, from a basketball perspective, massive. What I am looking at,
you need to know,
is Alyssa Thomas to Mercury and DeWanna Bonner to Indiana, which means we no longer have couple tunnel fits.
Which is
we
tragic.
have a movement of a couple to different markets.
Right.
And I'm like, what was the conversation there? Because was Alyssa looking at the Fever and being like, no threats, you're allowed to go? and honestly, DeWanna Bonner's like, okay, Natasha Cloud has now left. I approve. I approve this move. And I will say, I have seen
You've seen Tasha on the dance floor.
I've seen Tasha on the dance floor. I see what she's done to straight and gay women. She's a threat, yo. She is a triple threat.
I'm dead. That's too much.
Honestly,
it's just like that. I can't imagine as a couple having to make that decision. But it's
a massive decision.
It is interesting. It's like, what was the dinner table conversation around that?
Well, it's probably more around basketball, but I would.
But I do have to say, there is a WNBA couple that will be together next season, and that is Dejanay and Alyssa Smith in Dallas.
All right.
So although we're losing one, we're gaining one.
Oh,
so
we're gaining
I'm
one.
so excited
all right.
because I love seeing those tunnel fits of, both partners together.
Right.
So Kurt Miller in Dallas is keeping a family together, and I
Let's
love
go,
it.
Kurt. Let's
Listen,
fucking
they
go.
Honestly, they will now be shouldering that
Honestly, I'm going to
responsibility.
double down because I think in like women's sports, listen, if you're going to go out and announce that you're in a relationship, I feel like we should just lean in. This is something that men's sports does not have.
True.
We do not see men dating men.
They
probably do on the low.
Yeah.
We just don't know about it.
Exactly.
It's fine. But like in the women's game across all platforms, I'm like, listen, you have your regular broadcast. I want the tea on the side. Who's sleeping with who? Who's dating who? What's the drama?
All right, you can bring that to this. How about that?
Well, I don't know, but
that's not what this is.
And we said that's not what this will become.
But I'm saying, like, imagine the tea. I mean, I've been probably so have you, a part of teams where you're like, people are dating.
No. A part of teams.
Sorry. No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't play in that field.
No.
Literally.
But I'm just saying, like, what is like a relationship in a market? It is interesting. It is an interesting team dynamic that we don't see in men's sports that you get in women's sports, and like the professionalism you have to carry and maintain in order to keep your relationship, in order to like have it be a positive impact on the team dynamic. Like it's something that like you have to balance. I don't think we talk about it enough. It's really interesting.
I agree with you.